Hi, queens and kings. Welcome to the stage. I'm Cindy, aka Beauty Pageant Coach. On this channel, I share my experiences with beauty pageants, faith in God, and how both of these things have helped me in my life and on my stage forever. My assignment is to help people unleash the queen and the king in their lives. Now, I know you may be thinking, am I a queen? Am I a king? Yes, you are. And I'm here to help bring it out of you. Don't go anywhere because we have work to do. I want to help you unleash your queen and your king. In the last video, we talked about how to prepare for a beauty pageant. Yes, I gave you 4 basic tips on how you can prepare for an upcoming beauty pageant. Now, in this video, I want to talk to you about how to prepare your smile for a beauty pageant. Now, these are going to be 7 basic tips that I want to give you. Of course, there are tons of tips when it comes to smiling in beauty pageants, but I want to get you started. So you know what I like to do. I like to jump right in to tip number 1. Now, this is our Motivation Mondays. Every Monday, I will be sharing with you some tips on beauty pageants, how to compete in beauty pageants. On Wednesdays, I give you lifestyle tips, my experiences in fashion, pageants, modeling, corporate America. And then on Fridays, I give you my Faithful Friday tips, okay? So I share with you my faith in God and everything that He's done for me and how He's allowed me to be successful in so many different areas in life. Our first tip for pageant smile, learning how to smile in pageants, is going to be to go to a local pageant. Yes, I did give this tip in the last video on how to prepare for pageants. If you missed that video, you can check it out either here or here. So you want to go to your, find a local pageant and then go to that local pageant. Now, when you're at that local pageant, you're not going to be paying attention to anything else, not their dress, right? Not the way they're walking. The only thing you're going to be focused on is how are they smiling. You're going to take notes on how they're smiling. Yep, that's right. I want you to take a pen and a pad with you or use your phone and take some notes because there are different ways to smile in beauty pageants. All smiles are not equal because there are different competitions within many pageants, and you don't want to smile the same in the pageant throughout the whole entire pageant. So I'm going to need you to take some notes so you can learn what to do. Tip number 2 is those notes that you just took, I now want you to practice. Get in the mirror, get your notes, and now practice exactly what you saw. Again, this is not you copying off someone's smile. This is the way that you learn. So you look at someone else's smile and then you mimic that. And then, of course, you're going to put your own little spin, your own little creativity on there. And then you're going to eventually develop your own smile. But we have to start somewhere, right? Tip number 3, be happy and joyful before you even get on stage. Maybe you're already competing in pageants, okay? So before you get on stage, or if you have a child that's competing in pageants, make sure they are smiling before they get on stage, not smile once you get on stage. So from the time you check into the hotel, from the time you leave the hotel, you should be smiling the entire time. It should not be this smile turned on, smile turned off type of thing, which is what I see a lot. And I've been judging pageants for a very long time. And I see contestants go on stage. And when I look at them, if they're in a line, right off the stage, they're waiting on their contestant number and name to be called, they're fiddling or they're doing God knows what, not smiling, looking like they're in a bad mood, looking like they don't even want to be at the pageant. But then as soon as they hit the stage, all of a sudden they light up. And I'm like, what in the world just happened? Okay, so they should be smiling the whole time, and that's what you want to do as well. Let's jump right in. Tip number 4, you want to make sure that your lips are not chapped, okay? Because if you're smiling the entire competition, and some competitions can be very long, then you want to make sure that your lips have moisture on them. If you don't wear lipstick, then you want to get some chapstick, or you want to find some Vaseline and make sure that your lips feel nice and healthy, okay? They don't hurt because you're licking them constantly and they're just getting more chapped, and then it'll start being painful, and then you're not even thinking about the pageant at this point. Now you just want to get home or go somewhere else so you can attend to your lips. So make sure that you take care of your lips. It's very important. Number 5, don't cheese so hard. You want to relax your jaw, okay? You want your teeth to be touching slightly. Now, if your teeth touches automatically, that's great. But if your teeth really don't touch, you want to try to make them touch at least slightly, okay? You don't want this wide open mouth type of smile, right? We don't want to see down your throat. Which I do see that a lot as well. We want to make sure that your teeth are either touching or slightly touching when you smile. And then number 6, while we're talking about teeth, we want to make sure that your tongue is not pushed through your teeth. So you don't want to look like this. Right? My tongue was pushing through my top and bottom teeth. You don't want to do that, all right? Number 1, it feels silly and it looks silly, okay? We want to make sure that your pictures are going to be the best that they can be. So we want to make sure you are holding your tongue behind your teeth like this. My tongue is not coming through my teeth. It's behind my teeth. And if you want more videos on an in-depth way to smile, just please comment down below and let me know. One particular fashion icon is Tyra Banks, and she taught us all, like many years ago, how to smile with our eyes. And there are ways that you can do that. And I can show you in another video. If that's something that you want to know or learn, please comment down below. Which brings me to tip number 7 is don't smile so hard that your eyes close. I see this a lot in toddlers and little kids. They cheese so hard. It's the cutest thing ever. However, they're cheesing so hard that now we can't even see their eyes. And what if they're in the prettiest eyes competition? Right? And now we can't even judge the eyes because they're smiling so hard. You want to make sure that you're not doing that too. I know sometimes in photo shoots, sometimes you may have done commercials before, movies before, and you probably are not even aware that you're cheesing so hard that your eyes are squinting or they're closing, right? We want to learn how to be bright-eyed. What it's called bright-eyed. So you want to enlarge your eyes just a little bit, but not to the point where you look like a deer in headlights, okay? Not that bright. But we want to make sure that we have a natural smile, a natural eye, a natural face movement, right? Everything has to work together. And again, we can dive more in another video. I can do a video just on how to smile and actually give you examples on different ways to smile with your eyes. Again, if that's something that you want, comment down below. For now, though, just make sure you take notes on these 7 tips so you can just get the basics, okay? We have to start somewhere. We all had to start with the basics. Keep your eyes closed when you smile. I hope you like this video, and comment down below if you have any questions, or if you don't want to put a comment in the down below, then you can always find my email. It is somewhere down below. Somewhere down there. Now, let's go ahead and recap on our 7 tips. So tip number 1 is you want to find a pageant that's local to you. If you can't find one that's local, find one on YouTube, find one on TV, and you want to take notes at the way the contestants are smiling. Find 2 to 3 contestants, take notes on how they're smiling based on the different competitions that they are competing in. Tip number 2 is that now you want to take the notes and what you've learned, and now you want to practice. Get into the mirror and practice exactly what you took notes on, okay? Practice makes perfect. Don't just take the notes and then just put them in the drawer. You want to take the notes and then practice them. Tip number 3 is you want to be happy. You want to be joyful throughout the entire pageant process. Once you start competing, smile, smile, smile. That's all you're going to hear. What you're going to hear from pageant coaches. That's what you're going to hear from pageant directors. That's even what you're going to hear from other pageant contestants. Smile, 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 because that is key. One of the keys to winning your pageant is to smile all the way through, no turning on and turning off, so to speak. Tip number 4 is make sure your lips are not chapped, okay? We don't want you hurting during the pageant and then you're not focused on the pageant, you're focused on your lips. Tip number 5 is don't cheese so hard. Tip number 5 is, yes, don't cheese so hard. Relax your jaw and make sure your teeth are touching or slightly touching each other, all right? And then tip number 6 is you want to hold your tongue back, okay? Don't push your tongue through your teeth. Keep your tongue behind your teeth when you smile. And then tip number 7 is don't smile so hard that your eyes are closed. We want to see those big, beautiful eyes of yours, all right? As a judge, we don't want your eyes to be closed. And then as a photographer, they don't want your eyes to be closed either. As a videographer, they want to make sure that they are capturing the best of you, right? A beautiful photo with closed eyes just looks silly and you're going to be upset, okay? So make sure your eyes are closed. I hope you liked this video. If you are thinking in your mind, okay, I kind of like her, I kind of like this video, then you might as well go ahead and hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting on, queens and kings? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because on this channel, I want to bring in more queens and kings into the queendom and kingdom so I can help them unleash all that they have on the inside of them and become the person that God has created them to be. And I need your help. I can't do it without you. So you might as well subscribe if you haven't already. If you want more of me and my silly self, then subscribe. Until next time, queens and kings, we are going to do our pageant wave, and we are going to wave our hand, and we're going to look at our hand, and we're going to look back at you at the camera, and we're going to wave and look at the camera and wave and look at the camera. Bye, queens and kings. I love you. Until next time. Bye. And there she goes again. She's coming back to the camera. And there she goes again. She's coming back to the camera. Ah!